Yes, my viewers and subscribers, back at it again with another video. Thank you all for checking this one out. So as we get ourselves ready for day 5, yes, I said day 5 of this second test between West Indies and India, I just wanted to talk a little bit. I was reading an interview earlier. We see where John Campbell, he spoke after the end of day 4, and he had a couple of things to say, as it relates to his own batting, and he spoke about the team in general. He was saying that hopefully this sort of performance that they have, that the batters put in the second innings, is a good sign of things to come. So I'm gonna go through that interview. We're also gonna be taking a look at a few things that I have identified that we need to do going into this final day. I mean, it's not a mountain to climb for India. I think it's only about 58 runs, but we should go out there head up and just looking to give it our all. It's only 58, but at the end of the day, we're looking to continue this momentum. We're looking to try and build on this. I was going through the comment section of the video that I did earlier this morning, and it was really refreshing to see majority of the fans understanding that what happened yesterday was something good. It was something good. Obviously we're not in a position to win, but I always say, to the casual watchers, it's very easy to come up and say, hey, you're celebrating something that doesn't make any sense, you're not going to win, you're this, that. It's easy to say that, but people that sacrifice their time to watch West Indies cricket in and out, win, lose, or draw, not just bandwagonists, you get to a point where you learn to appreciate the small things. You understand? And you hope that the small things will turn into big things. What happened in the second innings batting, it doesn't necessarily mean we have turned the corner. It doesn't mean that we're going to automatically start winning all games. It doesn't mean that because we went up against their bowling on a pitch that was spinning a bit. It doesn't mean that we are no masters of that or anything, but we have to show some appreciation. I've always said that you're gonna come up against teams that are just better than you, man for man. They are better, everything, but it's just how you go about protecting your wicket, how you go about bowling. That is what we're looking at sometimes. And people that really understand the cricket would know that, when you go up against a team that is far superior to where you are, you will appreciate the small things. Obviously, it might be a bit difficult or harder for guys who witnessed West Indies in the 70s and the 80s to get what I am saying, because they are used to us being dominant and winning. But just knowing where we're coming from, and even the same people that are saying this is nothing to celebrate about going into the series, a lot of them probably said both games would be over in 2.5 or 3 days, right? So it's something, right? So I am looking at the Jamaica Observer here, and I had an I was looking at John Campbell's interview. So he was speaking about batting on that pitch, and what they need to do going forward. So the headline says, West Indies fight back, a sign of good things to come, says Campbell. So this is John Campbell now, and I quote, I think it was a great effort by the batsmen in the second innings. Batting over 100 overs, that's a big plus for us against quality bowlers and a challenging pitch as well. All right. He went on to say, we're all hoping that it is a sign of good things to come. End quote for now. Right. Campbell also spoke about, how he got out and the shot that he played at that time. Right. So he went on to say, well, as we saw, speaking about the pitch, as we saw in the latter stages of the day, the wicket was a little bit up and down. So who knows what a few early wickets might do in the morning. End quote. I have to just slide this one in there, my people. Slide this little one in there. As John Campbell said that the wicket was a little bit up and down. I have to give you all this little joke before we continue. Somebody attacked me in the comment section yesterday, saying that I need to learn the difference between pitch and wicket. So I was, I sent a comment asking that if they are not aware that people and cricketers, they refer to the pitch as the wicket from time to time. That person seemed as if they were really angry at me for saying wicket instead of pitch. But I asked them that question, they didn't worry to reply. Right, so I tell you, it's fun going through the comment section sometimes, right? But back on track now, my viewers and subscribers. So John Campbell was asked about how he got out. So he was saying that at that point he thought that shot was on. He thought the shot was on, so it was a bit of a miscalculation on his part. So that is John Campbell, my viewers and subscribers. Now, just my personal opinion here now, going into the final day, right? All of that I just mentioned just now was from John Campbell, taken from the Jamaica Observer. So my personal opinion going in, it's not a mountain to climb for India, obviously, right? And it might seem as if we are being overly happy about losing our next game. But as I was saying at the top of the video, when you understand where the cricket is or where we are at right now, and even if you just look at the two teams, you would say that I don't understand how people that are really and truly in love with West Indies cricket could see the fight that they showed last night and not want that and not give them a little props or give them a commendation. You have to say shout out to the batsmen. You have to say shout out to the coach. You understand? We're not where we want to be, but Sammy and his guys, they showed some of what we're asking for. You understand? And going in right now on the final day, heads should be up. We should be pumping. You understand? Should be confident. Not confident that you're going to win, but confident that anything can happen, right? Well, I shouldn't even say not confident that you're going to win, but confident that you're going to you're going to go out there and do your best, right? At the end of the day, my viewers and subscribers, as I said at the top, a lot of people didn't give them a chance to even make it out of 2.5, 3 days, and we're really happy. We're really happy that that has happened. And one thing that we have to understand is that, when you go up against a team and you look at the difference with the teams, obviously on paper, it is clear that one team will hold the advantage. You understand? Easily hold the advantage. So when you see the team going and really do put in a fight like that, you have to show some appreciation. I think New Zealand is the next test series. So this is the sort of momentum that we need to use going in. And, hopefully we will have everybody available, and, guys will start feeling a little bit more at home, in terms of especially the batsmen. You understand? Not saying one innings gonna let us forget everything, but hopefully, especially with somebody like a Sheop and John Campbell, who were brought back into play special roles, hopefully they will feel a bit more settled, feel as if some of the pressure is off. It doesn't matter what anybody want to say. The pitch might be helping the batsmen, but getting a century in India, you understand, with Siraj, Bumrah, and Ravindra Jadeja. Some might say that he's not the greatest spinner in the world, but he has always been a very good spinner. It's just that they had Ashwin, who was overshadowing him. You understand? Now that they have Ashwin is gone, Jadeja is doing more work and stuff. But it's a good bowling lineup that we're going up against. You understand? It's a good bowling lineup. Plus they have a couple of other spinners that also did some more. They're putting in some work for them. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm too dedicated or I am too naive, but my thing is this. When I am watching the cricket, I sacrifice my time. People that sacrifice their time to watch it appreciate it more. There are guys that they don't watch the cricket, they just get up and check the score and then just become keyboard warriors. You understand? And the context, you have to look, you have to look at where the teams are, and you have to appreciate the fight. I'm not trying to preach to anybody to accept losing or anything, but that is how it goes in sport, right? So yeah, we're definitely looking forward to the guys going out there and probably picking up a couple of wickets on day 5, you know. If we can lick away a couple of them, you know, who to tell, as John Campbell said. But once again, you know, we have to show some appreciation. Just as though it is easy to curse the players, it should be easy to say, listen, that was a good performance. We know that it doesn't mean that you have reached or everything will change, but that was a good uh, you know, that was a good performance. We're looking at you guys to continue to improve. Should be as easy. Just as how we can say, drop all of them, they shouldn't be playing. Fire Darren Sammy, fire this, fire that, throw everything in our boat and roll them away. Just as how it's easy to say that. If you are a real cricket fan, it should be easy to look and say, well, we appreciate the fight. We saw that fight. Now let's try to build on it. It's not the first time that we have seen West Indies put on a good performance away from home and we still don't build on it or turn the corner that you say, because there are a lot of problems within the system. So sometimes just the talent of the players will come through and put in some good performance. But we should be able to say hats off to the guys. You know, that was a good job. And, you know, we're looking forward to you all continuing. But as I said, I'm not preaching and telling anybody to accept defeat, but that is just my view. Big up.